Hey guys, it's Davis.
And it's Zach. This is kind of whack.
Hey, yeah, we're back. Sorry about last week. I figured that out. Now I can actually upload these at a quicker time. Did you know that you can actually go into just like iCloud.com, like sign in and just like get things off of there?
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know I could just download the videos off my phone.
That's why it's been
So, yeah.
That would explain a lot. That would explain a lot.
Yeah. So, So I figured that out now, and I can just. It doesn't take that long. I mean, they're usually about a gigabyte or two.
But download speed's way faster than uploading it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, it would take forever for me to upload this to Google Drive and then to download it from Google Drive and
The multiple step process. And
yeah. So now it's just like one step where it's like I wait till it's uploaded because it uploads itself in a timely manner, and then I just go into iCloud.com and I'm just like download.
Dunzo.
Yeah. So it'll be a lot. I'll be able to actually post these on time.
Whoa, what's on time? We don't do on time. We don't do that. No.
We do a week late and then we figure it out later.
A week late to talk about 3 weeks. That's what I'm talking about.
Today we're gonna be talking about Zach's experience with prom.
Yay.
And then our experience with both the graduation practice and then the graduation itself. Because
we had a rehearsal graduation.
Yeah, and we graduated, I guess yesterday for us, but Thursday for all you people who are when we post this on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are now graduates, which means
I don't like that.
Tech school.
Well, I mean, I can agree with that, but at the same time, it's like now I have to do things like and be responsible, and I don't appreciate. Well, I appreciate that because I like having independence and being responsible, but the fact is now that I need to, it's less appealing.
Sure.
Before it was like, oh man, I'm being responsible. That's like a cool thing of me as a high school student, and now it's like you don't have a choice.
I mean, I know that. Like from my experience, I just like when I was a kid, I was like, man, I can't wait to like do things, like do my own thing.
It's like, oh man, if I could just go to work, I can do the things.
I got buy whatever I want, and now that I have to actually get a job, I'm like, I don't want to get a job.
You see, it's more appealing, I think, when you have the choice rather than when you don't have the choice.
Well, I mean, like my mom isn't making me
but it's like socially you don't have a choice, if you know what I mean.
Sure. I mean, we don't really have to get a job. Like we really don't, because we're going to go to college, and then in college we might not even be able to have the same job that we're going to have over the summer. It's like we don't need one, but like our parents are like, you should get a job. And I know my mom is like, either you're going to get a job or you're going to work for me multiple days in the week, like a job. And what I mean by that is we have a lot of stuff to do at the lake house and like manual labor stuff.
So either do labor for free or do labor and get paid.
No, she's going to pay me.
Oh.
So it's either a job for my mom or a job somewhere else.
Yeah, I see the choice there.
So it's like, what do I want to do? Because, like, I could get a job with less manual labor, but then I have to actually like, go out and find a job. And
you'd have to go out and find a job either way. I mean...
No, I mean, because my mom, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because what I'm saying is, like, either I could go out and find a job that probably has less manual labor than I'm going to have to do if I work for my mom, or I just have work to do. And that's the question.
That's the question.
I mean, she doesn't want me to work a ton, and I'm not. Even if I get like a regular job, I'm not going to work like 5 days a week for 40 hours.
Part-time, yeah.
I would max work 3 days.
Interesting.
And I'll work full day, but like
you don't want the multiple day.
I don't want to go in every day,
like a real full time.
Yeah, like I don't want to do that yet.
Just get slowly, but
baby
steps.
Yeah. Get there eventually.
I don't know if you'd be interested in this, but I heard out through. Do you know the?
Yeah.
So they looked into it, but they didn't actually end up doing it. WUNC, the radio station, is hiring like youth journalists or reporters, and they pay like 14 an hour.
Interesting.
And
I don't
I'm thinking
know.
about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that sounds. I mean, 14.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that's true. I don't know if I'm a good journalist.
Oh, I'm done.
I think it's more than that. I'm just not a great writer.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Like, I mean, I'm the guy who got like a 1 on their APUS exam because it was only a writing prompt.
oh,
And to be fair, that was only 50 minutes. If my college is watching this, I'm okay at writing, but not in an hour. Got to take some time to really understand the passage.
smooth way to play that off.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't Carolina, don't kick me out, please.
Done. Just like, okay, so this guy he can't write, so he's done. He's gone.
Yeah. He's gone. I may be good. I'm good at math. Well, have you taken calculus 1? I didn't think so.
Actually,
No,
I
wait.
haven't.
No, I was like, what? You took a stats class instead.
I would argue with you.
I would argue that stats is easier than calculus.
I would beg to differ.
You're looking at statistics.
Oh my God, I'm looking at statistics in a statistics class.
Yeah, but like all you have to do is like calculate possibilities, right?
It's a bit more than that, but it gets messy.
Yeah, but you haven't taken calculus.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh. Once you get into like imaginary numbers with derivatives, that's where it starts to get like because you're trying to like, okay, I liked derivatives actually because it makes sense, just the slope of a line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what you got to do is you got to take the slope of any type of line, parabola, literal circle, anything. Oh man, the when there's y on both sides, that's where it gets complicated though.
I mean,
cuz like
that's going to mess you up.
yeah, cuz you have to take like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but you had to like multiply it by itself or something weird. I'm going to have to take calculus 2 next year and I'm not excited.
See, I'll never have to take a math course again. I just need to take statistics and I'm good.
Yeah.
So happy about that.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to take the same class that you just took.
Well, that's the point, because I took it, so I know what's going on now.
That's true.
So it's just like, imagine taking pre-calc 1 again. You know what's going on now.
Yeah,
you might not
that's
be
true.
happy about it.
I will say one of the things that a lot of people complain about in calculus are limits, and I actually enjoyed limits. It's basically like, I think I already explained this, so I won't go into it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah. I think math is just different for everybody, and if you don't like it, that's you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like shove it down your throat. You gotta love math, like
good, because I hate math.
Yeah, that's fine.
No
that's
bueno.
fine. I want to be a computer science major, so like I have to like math, or else I'm kind of screwed.
If you don't like math, have fun with that.
I mean, I wouldn't go into that field if I didn't like math.
That's fair. Although you could be like just not a math whiz, really good at coding for some reason, but terrible at math.
That's true. But like usually they go pretty hand in hand. Although I'm not a whiz at coding.
I know that there's a lot of discrepancies between advanced math and coding because some stuff just doesn't click.
Yeah.
So.
But a lot of it is like, a lot of coding is like trying to solve a problem. And
yeah,
so
they're more
is math.
puzzle based.
So is math. Math is always trying to solve a problem.
It's just the rule set is
unless
often
you're
different.
doing the opposite. Oh my gosh, I hated that. No. In math, in pre-calculus, trig.
I hated that.
I hated
that.
The proofing. That was the worst. Where you had to like, had to say, I have this from this. How did you get there? How did you do it? And I was like, I don't know. We've probably talked about this before. I'll stop talking about math, but this is the worst. Anyway,
not
now
good.
that all of the people have left,
Yeah, okay.
let's get into the actual meat of the discussion.
Prom, yeah. I mean, honestly, it wasn't that out of. Well, let me set the scene. First of all, it was a day. Yeah. That's not relevant, but my brain stopped working for a second there. So
That's crazy, guys.
okay,
It's a day.
shut the heck up. But yeah, so there was a lot of like I was trying to coordinate stuff with people and friends before prom to like do photos because that's something
Sure,
that people
yeah, of
do,
course.
you know.
Yeah.
Um,
There was a day in which we did that multiple times, and
right
before Coronita.
before Rona. So I tried to do that. I procrastinated. I put it off a bunch, and then like
You
last
would,
minute
you
stuff.
would.
I did actually, but it ended up kind of falling into place. We met up at like a park-ish type
Ooh.
thing.
You and your female friend.
Yes, Miss Girlfriend. I don't. Yeah, and then a couple friends, and then like their friends and a sibling.
How many people did you have there?
There were because I didn't actually know everybody that was gonna be there. I was just like, oh, I know these people are gonna be there, and I was like, cool, we can take pictures. And then more people were there than I was expecting.
That's Corona friendly right there.
Yeah. Well, we're all vaccinated, so it wasn't
Yeah.
too troublesome. It was
That's
all
true.
outside.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Because yeah, we went to this big. It's like a privately owned land colonial type deal.
Sure. Before you continue, pull out your phone and do a timer.
Oh my god. He never remembers this on time. It's like, oh,
Whatever,
you've been
give me your phone.
recording. What are you talking about? I have my phone.
I'm gonna use it.
What for?
Just trust me. Okay, we're good now. No. I lap if I gotta edit anything.
He's touching my phone.
I lap if it's. We'll take a screenshot. You'll just send it to my phone.
Well-
It'll be fine.
Okay. It's just if it's gonna turn off, you're gonna kind of need my code.
It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I'll watch it.
Okay. We'll see about that.
Just talk.
Okay.
Let's talk.
The outdoor park thing. Great photos. I mean, it was a great day. It wasn't too hot. It was hot, but it wasn't unbearable. Great photos. It was a great day. After that, because I don't have my full license yet, I've been meaning to, but I
What?
haven't.
What?
So she
had it
drove
for,
me
like,
there
months
since we were
and
gonna
months.
like do Waffle House afterwards.
Uh-huh.
We went there. She drove us there.
Imagine.
Thank you.
As soon as I could, I got it.
But we got there, and the way it worked is like when you buy your ticket, it's not a physical ticket. They
Sure.
write your name down on a list, and then they check it. It's like, oh, hey, you want to? What's your name? And then they check it. But we get there, and I don't know if I'll just say friend. His brother, his girlfriend, and a friend that's homeschooled went to like as a group, but he missed filling out the guest permission form. So when they got there, the friend, it was almost bad. He almost didn't get in
Oh.
because they bought the ticket somehow without the guest permission form. I don't really know how that
okay.
works,
I don't either.
but it all sorted itself out eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
They gotta ask the questions of like, have you been sick in the past, or have you met anybody who's been sick in the
Because
past
I don't know
2
what was
weeks?
on
And
that form, but apparently
I don't know either.
apparently it was a big deal because he got a talking down to about why it was.
It was probably like the Corona stuff.
I would assume so. That would make sense.
I don't know why they didn't just have a guy at the door. I don't know why you couldn't just buy tickets at the door. That was stupid.
Well, because like stuff for the because the way it worked was there was tables inside with because they had like wooden walls set up in the gym, and they put like cloths and stuff over them, and they made a type of like very wide hallway, so to speak.
And they had like orange buckets,
Yeah, orange buckets weighed down the wall.
which is funny.
It was weird.
It probably clashed with everything else.
Well, no, they were behind the walls.
Oh, okay.
And then they
okay,
had like
okay.
curtains over them. And then in between there were tables, and then the DJ set up with speakers, like really big speakers.
Like those
Yeah,
big or like bigger?
a little bigger.
Okay, yeah.
And
'Cause, like these could.
funny thing about a hallway type situation is that the sound bounces and it reverberates a lot.
Wow, 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 wow.
So I couldn't hear myself think or do anything.
Oh, good.
Um,
This is where it starts to get into the places where I'm like, this is why I wasn't there.
yeah, because it wasn't it wasn't comfortable. There were a couple tables that were like behind the direct line of fire
See,
of the
you know,
speakers.
me, I would have like not left. I would have gone to my car, grabbed my earplugs, because I always have earplugs in my car for band, and so I would have just gone out, grabbed my earplugs, put them in, and then come back.
I mean, well, what we did was because in addition to the gym, they had stuff set up outside because instead of like just having a sit down dinner, which apparently is what most proms do,
Really?
they had food trucks. And I was all about the food truck scene. I got quesadillas. It was good.
Dude, we'll get into that, the senior lunch thing.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
talk about that stuff. Yeah.
But it was great. We kind of just tried to hang outside as much as possible. Eventually, we did go inside and dance a bit. It was
Was it
good overall.
socially distant at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And because me and Marley, we wore our masks, and most people did not.
Yeah.
So
That's the other part where I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there.
yeah,
There were definitely things where I was like, I wish I was there. But then there were other things where
because
I
I
was
think
like,
you would have had a good time overall, but there would have been definitely times where you were a little uncomfortable with the situation.
Irony is like, I heard about all this and then not all of it. Like, I don't know all of it, but some of the stuff, like the loud thing.
Oh,
that
so
thing I
loud.
heard about. And I was like, I heard about it the day after I got my ears checked for like tinnitus. And it was just like, oh.
Dude, you would have failed. I had problems hearing the next morning a little bit. I mean, it was too loud.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'll go into that in probably in another podcast because we don't have time. But like, that was interesting. And so there are some things where I'm like, glad I didn't go.
No, absolutely. Because we actually tried to sit behind the wood paneling on the bleachers just to get out of the sound. And then a teacher was like, no, you got to be in the sound hole.
Probably because they're thinking you're like making out. Or
Yeah.
you're going to like
No.
do things or something. I don't know.
No.
Like that one time, like freshman year homecoming.
Oh, that was a mess.
I don't think we've ever told this story. This is not a PG story.
I don't
okay.
know. Then I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So, there's this girl at our school.
Our old school.
Yeah. Yes, we're not there anymore, so we don't have to associate with it. I'm just kidding. This is not a PG story, so skip ahead. But we were so ever since this homecoming, they started putting up like the
barricades.
yeah.
I remember that.
I
Now.
can't remember what they're called, like the cafeteria tables, so that you couldn't get past the rooms they wanted you to go to.
Yeah, because for reference, the tables like slide up and form like a
and
wall.
they're like big, so they'll see you trying to sneak past.
Yeah, you can, but
they'll
it's
see
kind of
you because
difficult.
it takes a while, especially if you're like bigger, like I am. Not that I'm gonna do that, but I'm just saying. No, but there was this girl, and apparently the teachers heard noises in the restroom on if you're standing
The right wing?
facing the
gym,
the left side, you know where
The-
those bathrooms are.
like the private one with the lock.
No, the ones that are open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one next to the like the
Music
teacher's
wing and stuff.
Yeah, right there.
That's
Yeah,
a choice.
There were noises coming from there, and the teachers found stuff happening, and so ever since then they've put up barricades.
You know, that makes sense.
I know the name of the person, but I'm not gonna name drop.
That's fair.
Not gonna name.
That's a good
drop.
idea.
Anyway, continue. I just thought that it was funny when I first found out about it though,
Yeah.
because like I found out about like last year. So I was just like,
okay.
So I was just like, oh, that's funny.
But yeah.
I mean, I had no idea why they started putting those things up. So like that makes a lot
I
of sense.
assumed something like that probably happened. They were like, we're not doing that again.
I mean, there are a lot of stories like that. Not a lot, but there are definitely a few stories where I'm like,
it's a high school.
that happened in the bathroom. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't.
I'm not
walk in that day.
surprised. I didn't know, but
I'm
I'm
glad
not
I didn't walk in
surprised.
during
Yeah.
second period. Like, I don't know what period, but like, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's what you
Like
mean.
during like the school day
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
like when they would happen. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't go in the bathroom then. It's like,
Yeah.
or like the vape times. There were like, I think there were times when like specifically when people would like go in the bathroom and like vape together.
Really?
I don't know if they were timed, but I didn't go in there any time that it was happening, except for like once or twice. So
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
what? Okay.
I mean, I didn't like use the restrooms at our school that often.
Dude, what? How much water do you drink? Because if you don't drink any water, that's not good for your body.
I drink like a cup, 2 cups a day.
I pee all the time
I didn't need to know that.
because, well, it's just like a thing. Because I drink a lot of water.
You drink a lot of water.
Yeah, because it lubes your body up.
We had a conversation where you said that before, and it has not gotten any better. Any better, not at all.
Well, first off, to be fair, Gavin's the one who said it first.
That doesn't make it any better. You heard it, and you were like, "Yeah, that's a good one. I'll keep that. I'll store that away." You know.
Anyway, okay, continue.
Yeah, with prom. So yeah, we hung out outside as much as we could. We danced a bit inside. It was a normal evening, pretty much. After that, we went with some friends, another couple, and we went to Waffle House. It was interesting. That was the first time I've ever been into a Waffle House. It was kind of what I expected, though. We get in there, we sit down at tables, and the waitress starts yelling at the cook. You're like, "Why are they sitting over there? Sam told me that I couldn't have anybody on that side." And it was like,
Well, I heard that they got really mad because just a ton of people were showing up at 11 o'clock at night.
I mean, it's a Waffle House.
Yeah, but like Corona stuff, probably. So they were like,
But they didn't have ordinances or
they didn't
anything
have
like that.
Well, I think some places still have limited capacity. Did they not have like
They
a
didn't have
sign?
any sign or anything
Oh,
posted
that's a
up.
Waffle House for you.
So it was like, okay, waffle. And when we got there, there was like, it was only us though.
Oh.
There was like 2 guys eating eggs or something besides us, but that was it.
I don't know if I'd be eating at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, you get hungry.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Jumping up and down while freaking T Swift plays, you get hungry.
Okay.
I had cheesy hash browns. They were good.
Interesting. Okay. I don't eat the cheesy hash. I just get the regular hash browns.
Weird.
No, because then you like douse it with ketchup. What?
Like ketchup is good, but
You
limited.
You put it on there, and then you eat the ketchup on the thingy.
So you're having
hash
ketchup with hash browns.
No, you don't. It's not like a ton. It's not like I'm using the entire bottle, but you like get enough so that you can spread it all throughout, and then every bite has ketchup on it.
That's a lot of ketchup.
No, it's free, so who cares?
No, no, I get that, but it's just like flavor-wise, that's like majority ketchup flavor.
No, you just like spread it. It's a thin layer. It's just like so that everybody has ketchup in it, and that you're not like missing out on ketchup in every bite.
I guess
and I don't have to
so.
keep dipping.
Okay, you do you, man, with your hash browns. That just sounds kind of weird to me.
I always got like the omelet.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Omelets are
always
pretty
liked the
good,
eggs there.
though.
I would when I was little and I could eat like a ton of stuff and like still be hungry afterwards. I would get an entire waffle, an entire omelet, and hash browns.
oh,
I ate a lot as a kid. I eat a lot less now.
oh. I mean, like I barely eat a lot of food. I barely eat a lot of food. I don't eat that much in comparison to what I used to eat. I think I went through 2 large
Well, I mean, I know
pizzas
you
in
had
one
a chubby
evening.
phase
Oh my
from
God,
your
was I?
YouTube channel.
I was hecka tubby.
Yeah.
Hecka tubby, man. 2 large pizzas one evening.
How is the music?
The music.
Yeah, in the prom.
I didn't like the choices.
Oh.
It was funny because Marley, she was like, "We're not leaving until we get a slow dance in," and I was like, "Okay."
There was never a slow dance.
There was a slow dance. It was slow enough, and she's like, "We're doing it," and I'm like, "Okay, that's fine."
The frick, dude.
Yeah, it was, and it was. There were technically 2 slow dances or 3, but it was like the same song.
Dude,
was
I would have
kind of-
been like
yeah.
in the corner during the slow dance song. Been like,
But there wasn't really. It was not a great choice of music. Like some people liked it. I didn't.
I remember you were talking and you were like, yeah, there was like knowing pauses. There were like noticeable pauses.
Oh,
in
there were.
between songs.
It was because people would just stand there and they'd be like, "Okay, so what are you doing?"
And then
Oh,
boom.
because there was a lot of like very loud, rhythmic, powerful songs mainly. Some of them were okay, others not so much.
It's so funny. I was like, when I was told that, I was like, did they not have Spotify Premium or something? Like, what?
It felt almost like there was
It's
an
like,
ad.
oh,
that
are they
just muted.
muting it during the ads?
It was weird. Well, what was unfortunate was they had like
Want a break from the ads?
they had like
yes.
a piece of paper with a QR code on it, and they were like, "Oh, scan it, and then you can like recommend or request songs." I know like 5 people that requested songs. None of them got through.
Dang. I would have been like, if it were me, like if I was there, I almost would have walked up to the guy and been like, please use my playlist.
Well-
please. I have slow songs on here.
Well, a friend, the guy in the couple we went to Waffle House with, he actually walked up and he slipped him like a 10, and he's like, "Hey, it didn't happen."
I think more people, even though my music is a select taste, I think more people would have liked my music over. I mean, some of the songs on there are just awesome songs.
I mean,
No
again, it's
matter,
a
like-
select taste.
yeah, but like, there are also slow songs on there, like slow songs.
Yeah, because
Like, even like just the two of us would be a better slow dance song.
well, yeah, actually, it would have been a better slow song.
Like, I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But like,
No,
I'm
you're right.
guessing-
Because it was like, if I'm remembering correctly, the slow song had like a slow-ish trap
Was it like 100
style
BPM?
beat. No, it was actually slow, but it had like a trap beat under it, which was like a little.
No way.
It was weird. I'll say that much. It was a time, and I mean, some
No
people
way.
just started disregarding the song and slow dancing to like whatever was just on, just because why not?
Oh my gosh.
It was fun.
I mean, you could have slowed like the fastest song. You could have slow danced at halftime.
Exactly. That's
you
what
were
some
at,
people
like,
did.
If you were at like 180, you could have slow danced at like 60.
That's not half.
math. 90. Although that's not slow.
It's moderato. It's slow enough.
Yeah. I was thinking like if you have like a 120 song,
60.
you could-
Yeah.
60 would be pretty
That
slow.
would, that would be doable. But I mean, either way, it was loud. The music was okay. But after Waffle House, because Waffle House was fun, almost a fight between the chef and the waitress. That was interesting. I will say, going that late, there's the perk, because you always hear about how gross Waffle House is,
Sure.
right? The bathrooms had just been cleaned, and I was the first person to use it after it got cleaned, and I was like, yes.
Is that like an award you can get? First to use the Waffle House restroom at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m.
I mean, hey, if there is, I will gladly take that award.
Oh, that's scary.
But yeah, after that, we kind of we hopped on, I think it was 85, and we just started driving, blasting music. It was fun. We started screaming our heads off. It was a good time. And
It's
then
like that one time when I was in Ohio and we just like screamed country roads
yeah,
down
that was
the highway.
That was the vibe.
And then like this woman started yelling at us because we were making fun of West Virginia. I'm not kidding. We parked in the parking lot and we were like jamming to this song. And this woman rolls down her window and she's like, hey. And we like pause the music. And she's like, are you guys making fun of West Virginia? You know, I have a sister who lives in West Virginia and she's a doctor and like going into all these things.
It's the song, man.
And I'm like, we're just like, we're sorry, man. We're not making, it's just the song.
It's country roads.
We're not making fun of it. This song is literally praising West Virginia.
It's
like,
almost heaven, West Virginia.
like this song is literally, and we're just not getting through to this woman.
Although
yeah,
I do
that
have to
was-
say, in the names, I forget which comedian said this, but if West Virginia is almost heaven, is heaven worth it?
Ow.
I mean, West Virginia is not bad.
West Virginia,
It's nice, but I would
hey,
hope for something
they came
better.
over to the Union when Virginia didn't.
I mean, yeah, but still, when you're thinking heaven, is it someplace that's just a little bit better than West Virginia?
No, I guess not. But then again, I've never been to West Virginia.
It's not bad.
Like I've never stayed there. I've been through there to DC.
I mean, yeah, it's
but,
kinda just like
I never
here.
stayed there. Okay.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's a little more temperate, but
Yeah. All right.
okay.
All right.
But yeah, that was prom.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. It sounds like I don't need to regret not being there.
I think you would have had fun at it. You would have been a little uncomfortable at some times, but you would have had fun overall.
Okay. Well,
Um,
you know me. Uncomfortable is my middle name.
I mean, damn straight it is. Damn straight it is.
They don't even know. They don't even know.
Oh yeah.
I'm just not great at being social, you know, sometimes. I try my best, and it's not the best sometimes.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about what your actual middle name was, and I was like, oh.
That's not what I meant. I was just going with the uncomfortable train. Anyway,
Graduation.
I mean, I didn't have to see everybody there,
Yeah, yeah.
and there were some people I didn't want to see there.
Oh yeah,
Because,
because the
you
thing
know.
was, a lot of people that were there were people that I didn't even know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a lot of we stuck with our group because they were the people that we actually knew.
Which I don't know if I would have stayed with your group. I don't
Oh,
know who
you
was in
would've.
your group. Yeah?
Yeah, you
Oh,
would have had
okay.
a good time with the group that
Okay,
we were hanging
cool,
out with.
cool,
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
And it's not even me. Like,
No, I understand now.
sorry, we can't talk about it. So I would talk about it, but I can't. Anyway, let's go to
Graduation rehearsal.
graduation rehearsal. So then,
2 p.m. after a senior picnic.
so yeah, but I want to kind of talk about that first.
Oh, that was an interesting affair.
So after prom, it was like 4 days later. So
It was-
prom was on Saturday,
It was Tuesday.
and then it was the Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So and this was this Tuesday.
Yep.
So we were supposed to meet at 11 a.m. until 1:30.
Yep. Yeah.
And I haven't had much social interaction, if any, since Corona. That's not true. It kind of was like this. They can't. The people who can't see. It's the graph and
Go down.
You know the like stonks meme, but you know like the opposite of the stonks meme,
Yeah. So it's just
where it's like the suicide is 0% meme.
I don't know that one, but
No?
okay.
Okay. Well, there's like a lot of things where somebody will tweet like, "Why are people dying? Like, there's no reason. Like, why are people killing themselves? Like, I don't understand." And then there'll be like, "Suicide drops to 0%,"
Oh.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's just what I can remember. I whatever. I it was like that with my social. Like at first, I was still keeping it up, and then it slowly started to become less and less and less. I even my friend group became less and less people. Like,
Because I mean, a large portion of the friend group was like at school.
yeah.
But you
Then,
stop hanging out with people at school.
yeah.
It's just like
So, because I would say like the amount of people that I would just like genuinely hang out with now is a lot less than it
Yeah.
would have been a year ago, even or a year and a half ago or whatever. So seeing all these people in one area,
it's a shock to the brain. I'll say
because I think we had almost every senior there, and
a large portion at the very
our
least.
school is only like 80 people for senior.
Yeah,
but
for
that's
our rate.
still a lot for us. And so like just to see
86 or
almost
so people.
everybody
Yeah.
there, it's like, wow.
Well, what's really confusing is because over the past year and a half or whatever that Corona's been around, we've had people transfer in, so nobody's like seen them.
Man, there are a few people that I saw that I had no idea who they were.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was like,
no.
who is that lady? Who's that guy?
It's like, I don't know, they
Because I
joined.
really only had 3 classes at school,
Yeah,
and that was orchestra, so that's a select number of people.
and it's mainly the same people as
yeah,
last time,
there are a few new people, but they're all like freshmen.
which
So
makes
like,
sense.
yeah. Then it was
I can't read.
What?
I'm not wearing glasses.
anyway.
I don't know.
I thought that was my phone for a second. That's why I was confused. I was like, "Whoa, why?" Okay, what was I?
People
Got so
that you've
flustered.
classes with
Yeah,
people. new
yeah.
people.
So like orchestra, chorus, which we didn't really have any live class. Well, actually, we did first semester, or first half, first quarter, and then she quit, so we had to get a new person. So we didn't really have any live class after that. And then my AP Lit class. So like, and AP Lit stayed the same over the entire year. So it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't really meet a ton of new people because a lot of the other ones were like online at community college.
Okay. Yeah. That
So
makes sense.
it's like hard to see all the other seniors that I haven't already met before. I did meet a few new seniors, but otherwise, just no.
No, it was just
So it's just there were just like a few people that I was like, what? But the food, they were the same food trucks, I think.
They were the exact same food trucks as for prom,
so-
and it was fantastic.
Yeah. I got a burrito. Which
It was not
turned
a
out to
stu-
be a mistake.
It was not a super spicy burrito, but apparently it had enough. The man turned red.
We
got water
Wait,
for
how do
him.
you know it wasn't super spicy?
Because I had their food before.
Yeah, but like you don't know their burrito specifically.
I mean, I saw some people that I know have the burrito, and they're not like super keen on spice.
Whatever. I don't eat that much spicy food. I'm just gonna be honest. I eat like mild everything, and so like it hit me like a freight train.
Yeah, he turned absolutely beet red
and-
started chugging down his water.
And I was like, I'm gonna finish this because it tastes genuinely good. It's just like, bruh.
Well, the worst part was it started like dripping grease on him as he's trying to
Yes,
finish it
I'm
quickly.
trying to so it's like everywhere, and I'm like, hey, go to the bathroom and
get some
grab
paper towels.
paper towels for me. I didn't ask him to do. I asked another friend, but
But he gets them, and then instead of like using them sensibly, he just grabs the whole ball and shoves it on the
'cause
table and wipes it around.
My brain was in overdrive mode. Like it hit me
Fight or
like with a
flight.
bunch of adrenaline, and I was like, oh, and I was just like, first instinct, grab all these and wipe it up. Like first instinct to fix it.
It was a time.
It was fun. But it was good to see everybody.
It
you know?
was, especially some of the people that we haven't seen since we were in person.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, I've been talking to some people like Robbie. Shout out to Robbie,
Robbie!
if you're watching this. I've been talking to him on Discord and stuff, but it was good to see him in person because I
Yeah.
haven't in a long time, as well as other people. So, yeah, it was just good because I didn't get to do prom, so it was just good to see everybody.
And there were more people, and I think senior picnic in terms of just hanging out with people was much more enjoyable because it was more relaxed. There was less.
And then you
stuff
weren't
to
there
it.
for it, but me and Robbie went through every hall and like peeked into classes.
Oh,
and-
I did one hall, but I
Yeah.
had to go.
Yeah. Even though you live like 5 minutes away, so that was like dumb. But
Oh no, I actually only barely made it.
oh
Big brain.
well, we made it like before you, so just saying. And we were there later. So we went through each hall and like peeked in every classroom, said bye to some teachers. Like really the only teachers that were there were like the English teachers, which is funny. The other teachers were out like doing their other duties and stuff.
Well, usually, I think most of the English teachers are the ones that have run clubs, right?
Mhm.
So that I don't know if they have more work.
I don't know. We talked to our chemistry teacher.
Oh,
I got to talk to her. So that's cool, as well as the English 4 teacher.
yeah.
Which is really nice because I had her in 8th grade, so it was just really nice to
Oh, yeah,
say goodbye to
absolutely.
her, and stuff. So yeah, it was just really nice and kind of a catharsis to like
A catharsis.
leave it behind, you know.
Oh, absolutely. It was nice.
Good to just take one last look at everything because I really haven't been in that school in the building for.
I think it would have been more sentimental if we had gone to school in person for the last bit, but it was still impactful.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that was fun. It was super fun.
Oh yeah.
All right,
But then
and-
after that,
Then after that,
we went to a church parking lot that was like 2 minutes away,
yeah,
and
lined up
because
in
we each
had
got
numbers.
like numbers. Yeah,
I had a
according to-
red sheet of paper. I think each
Mine was
like
orange
10 had a different color.
because they were in rows of 10.
Mm-hmm. So I had a red one.
you were
and
like
I was 5
5.
because my last name is Brown, and so it starts with a B.
And I was 15 because my name is Fong.
Fong.
Fong, man. Get
I-
a brown.
I knew like certain people. I knew like the first 4, and then like down to 7, and then after that I didn't know until like 13, and then 15.
Well, it was funny because I parked directly across
Yeah.
from you pretty much, and I just get a picture of my car from his perspective, and I'm like, I'm about to be killed.
But but then is where the hell starts, because we drive back to the school. We go And
Because they tell you what you need to do.
right,
And
they like we talk to a person for like a few
well,
minutes.
for reference, there's the upper school where the high school's at, and then there's the lower school, which is a separate building off
and
a ways.
we would drive up to the lower school and then come back into the high school parking lot.
Yeah.
And they would tell you some instructions. One person would do that, and then another person would like ask you if they got your name correctly.
Yeah.
Like they asked if they spelled pronounced my middle name correctly, because he didn't know. And I was like, yeah, no, it's actually this. And it was like, oh, that's fine. And so then we went back. Then the hell started because we're sitting in these hot cars.
Yeah, because we didn't know that we needed to stay behind. So they're just like, go park. And so we park and we wait
then
for about
we
an
wait
hour.
For an hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
I want to say it felt like 2 hours.
It was a while.
We were sitting in our cars. A lot of people were like walking around, even though you weren't supposed to.
Yeah, it was funny because they
Eventually, I did
explicitly
give
said
up.
no.
Eventually, I did give up and like walked around, but I really only walked around for like the latter half, like literally not half, even like the last 20 minutes, and then we left.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did have to move my car, but other than that, like, so it was so bad because we were sitting in these hot blazing cars because it was like 90 degrees.
Yeah,
and we were just sitting
it
outside
was rough.
waiting for an hour and a half. And okay, I'm gonna go into a tangent real quick. I think car graduations are the worst. And
Really?
yes,
Because I preferred it to what I think a standard graduation would have looked like.
just us inside with masks on. I mean, like, here's the thing. I don't think it was good because it's a huge waste of gas.
Okay, I can agree with
It's
that.
a huge waste of gas because we're just sitting in these hot cars outside with them running, waiting for the radio to go, which, by the way, was saying like check 1, 1, 2.
Yeah, there was a lot of
every,
check.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would be really quiet, or sometimes it would be
peak
like
it
would be like really like
fuzzy,
staticky. And then there'd be sometimes where it's like they turn the gain all the way up, and they'd be like, check 1, 2, and they would like be peeking in, so you could barely understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
It was just bad. So we're all sitting there in this parking lot for an hour and a half waiting, just
sitting
waiting,
there, just waiting.
And I will give them credit. The actual graduation
was a lot
about
smoother.
an hour long.
Yeah.
And it was not bad at all.
It went by very fast.
It went by way faster. I will give them props for that. Because, well, we thought it was going to take longer because instead of getting instructions and stuff like that, which we thought wouldn't take long, but apparently a lot of parents like ask questions and stuff, so it
That
just
would
took a
make
long
sense.
time. And so instead you just got it, took a photo while they're reading a thing about you, and then you get back in your car.
And then you just
and
go.
you go. But I will say that it is such a waste of gas as well as time and effort. I think that it would have been so much easier for them to just have us all sitting in a line in the school, because there's only 80 of us, have us sitting in the line in school. We each come up, shake hands, fist bump, whatever, take a picture, go back to our seat. All inside, so it's not blazing, because it was literally 90 degrees on graduation too. No cars are just running because we're trying to listen to the radio, as well as everybody can be there. Or we can live stream it all, and then not everybody has to be there.
Because I think that was part of the concern, is the fact that if we did it in the school, the parents would want to be there in the school. And I think having that many people would have broken some type of like capacity.
But now there are no. Like, basically,
But
as
when
long
they
as you're
were
inside
originally
with
planning
masks,
it, that's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
So
But like, it's just rough
Yeah.
because it's just a waste of resources all around, I think. But I know it was the best thing that they could do at the time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying
it could have been
I don't
better,
think it was
but-
the best
Yeah.
thing now with all the new things
Oh,
that we could do.
absolutely, yeah.
But at the time, I know that it was a decision that they had to make, and it was probably a hard one. So I'm not faulting the school. I'm just saying I think there were better options.
Oh yeah, no.
So, but I will say, getting up there, adrenaline instantly hit, and like, okay, when we pulled up on graduation day, got out of the car, got my thing. I thought to myself that I was going to do a fist bump. When she held her hand out like this, instantly my brain went handshake time. because I didn't want to do a handshake because, germs, but like my brain just could not say no and like went for a handshake because honestly, once I got out of that car, it was just instinct.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, it was so instinctual because it's such an awkward moment. And it was so awkward and I was just trying my hardest to look happy and as well as not be like super awkward, like fall on the ground, like trip over myself or anything like that. So I like shook hands and got my thing. I will say like when they were like saying the last thing, I didn't know what to do because they were like still reading by the time I was done. So I was like, I don't know what I should do. Should I stand outside the car or should I get in the car? Like I didn't know what to do. There were so many things going in my head and I was trying my hardest to smile, even though I was both sad and like kind of embarrassed at the same time. So I was happy, sad, and embarrassed at the same time. Sad because I'm literally graduating. Like it hit me in that split moment that I'm like, this is my time. I'm like trying not to cry, as well as trying to smile, as well as trying not to embarrass myself all at once. It was just, if I don't know if the live stream could see my face, but if it could, I was trying my
we could only see the
hardest.
backs of people's heads, which was an interesting choice.
Good, because I was trying my hardest to keep a smile on my face. It was, I think that the decisions that they made for that part specifically, really good. Really good. The reading of the letter from your parents or teacher or whatever, really nice. The giving, all that stuff, really nice. Just a lot of emotions all at once, I mean, I don't know what your experience was. But.
Mine was a bit more simple, so to speak. I had one thought running through my head while I was getting out of the car and getting my stuff, and it was, for the love of God, I hope my hat doesn't fall off.
The hell?
I'm dead serious. That was the only thing I was thinking.
What?
I was like, don't fall off. Thanks for the diploma. She was like, you don't have a choice, and she hugged me. And then I got the stuff. The letter was written. I was just thinking, don't fall off. Don't fall off. And then I get back in the car, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's done now. And that was it.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot all at once. I don't think that we were as prepared as we thought we were gonna be.
No, it's
also those hats were terrible.
Oh, they did not fit well.
No,
especially with these luscious locks.
Anyway, no, they had like an elastic band around them,
but
and
it wasn't
like
a tight-fitting elastic band.
No, it was I think it was too tight.
Mine didn't.
Like it was too small. That's what I'm trying to say. It was too small. Like
it didn't
fit.
properly wrap around your head, and the band that was
like
supposed
this.
to
It was
didn't,
like this
cling.
much material. And it was like, so it wasn't long enough, in my opinion.
It rested on your head, and you kind of had to, like, figure out how you were gonna keep your neck position to like keep it on. Maybe
another thing is like that tassel was so long.
It didn't hook on. It just hung there.
Yeah, and it kept getting in my mouth.
Oh, really?
Like it was so long that like anytime I moved my head this way, it'd like get in my mouth.
You see, my hair acted as a shield because it was like right here. So I'm like, that's what it's good for.
Yeah. I will say though, it was good to see everybody and like say bye and stuff.
Oh yeah.
At the end because a lot of pictures were taken.
A lot.
At the end.
A lot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was good though. It was good to see everybody and like be able to take some photos unmasked and just hang out with some people.
It was good.
Cause like almost everybody I think is vaccinated.
I mean, everybody that we took pictures with, I think were. So
I think so. Yeah.
It was good.
It was good. It was good to see everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was just like I think I don't want to say this word again, but catharsis moment, I guess. Is that how you use that word?
A cathartic moment.
Cathartic moment, yeah. I'm good at words. And not with a K, with a C. You won't get that joke unless you know the song. Yeah, it was good though. It was good to just do a final send off and see everybody and stuff. I mean, I'm still gonna be seeing some people.
Oh yeah, some of them
for sure.
I definitely feel like I'm gonna stay in touch with. Not all of them, but I hope I can.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there are definitely some people that I took pictures with that I was like,
probably not gonna see you.
Probably
again.
not gonna see you again. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say names though, so they'll never know. Unless they. I mean, yeah, they'll never know. It's true. There were some people who I didn't take pictures with because, well, A, I didn't see them, or B, because I avoided them. but there were very few people who I did that with. Because I like almost everybody at our school. I would argue that I like a majority of the people at our school.
Oh, absolutely.
There are some people though who get on my nerves, and I can't help that. I think
can
that's
agree
just
with that.
life,
Yeah, I can
though.
agree with that.
I think it's just life, though.
That's fair.
So
Some people just
yeah,
it's just how it is.
but it was good. It was good to say bye, and yeah, and then after that, I had to go to a party at my dad's house, not this one, where we saw a lot of family and stuff, and some friends of my mom and stuff that I hadn't seen in forever. So it was just good to see everybody. So yeah, it was just nice. Although I will say that I took off my gown as soon as I got in the car on the way home, and then my mom was like in the back
Put it
seat,
back on.
and she was like, as soon as we get home, you're gonna have to put it back on, and we're gonna do photos, right? And I was like, no, I didn't actually have to. It was later on that night when I had to, but still.
You see, as soon as I got into that car leaving, I was done.
Yeah. Lucky you.
Yeah, because from there we went to because they were like, oh, what do you want to do for after graduation dinner? And I'm like,
Home.
no, actually, because there was this place that we went for my mom's birthday, and I'm like, oh, that place, but they were closed. But there was something similar, Asian style tapas.
Tapas?
It's like small small appetizer style things, but you get a lot of different dishes that are small, and you share
Oh.
between the group.
Interesting. Okay.
Very good.
Huh. Cool.
And then ice cream cake, muy bueno.
Oh, nice. We had a cake, which I'm sorry, I'm gonna go into another tangent.
Cake tangent.
It's not
Okay.
really a tangent, but like
It's a cake tangent. Let's be real.
kind of. I like all cake. You give me a cake, I'm gonna eat it. Like that's the kind of person I am. However, that does not mean that cakes are all the same. This cake was on the low tier of icing.
It's the type where it feels kind of
Sort of.
yeah,
It was like a step above the Walmart frosting that you get on like
like
those
the
cookies.
Carvel type.
On like
deal.
those cookies.
Yeah,
It was like a step above that. Now I will say I love those.
those cookies.
I love the Walmart cookies. The ones with like the pink frosting,
Oh
like
my God.
that are gonna make your poop green. Like those.
It feels like you're eating a type of plastic that tastes
but
really
like
good.
it's so good though. I
You
haven't
could
had
eat
this
like
in a long
50
time.
of those,
Oh
and
my
you know you're
gosh.
gonna feel bad.
Yeah, but like
It's worth
it. I love those, but it was still a step above that, and it was like. But my dad was like, "This isn't even the frosting we were gonna get. We're gonna get buttercream." And I was like, "Buttercream is like high
buttercream
tier
is so
frosting."
good.
My mom, she makes a buttercream every year
It's
for
so
my
good.
birthday. Woo! And other people's birthdays, but like in our family, and that is high tier frosting.
It's good stuff.
Especially if you do it right. Whoa, that's some good stuff. So, yeah, I say mid tier frosting is like sour cream frosting. Like still really good, but like not as good as buttermilk. Like the ones you get on like carrot cake.
That's a good frost.
I love that frosting, but it's still like
You see, it can be a little too rich sometimes.
it's like the line between high and middle tier for me.
Yeah, it's just a little too dense. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
Like the carrot carries heavily in terms of like the refreshing flavor. Kind of like really helps balance out the frosting. So.
I will say though, I'm the type of person who will have frosting by itself. So like,
Oh, I can't do that. I'm very sensitive about like things being too sweet. When it does that, I get headaches when things are too sweet.
Interesting.
That's why I don't like a lot of plain cakes. I really like ice cream cakes because the ice cream like really it's sweet, but it's not overtly sweet, and it's
Yeah,
usually
sure.
more refreshing than just sweet.
I mean, I just give me something sugary and I'll eat it. So it's like, yeah, which. You know what? Somebody's gonna poison me someday with some sugar, and it's gonna be worth it. They're gonna be like, "That cake, you should have it." I'm gonna be like, "Okay."
I'm just gonna give you a bowl full of like plain sugar, and it's gonna be like, don't worry about the white powder.
Oh, it's cocaine. Anyway, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Really good episode though. We talked about a lot of good stuff. If you have any more questions about our graduation, post in the comments if you're on the YouTube side. Send us an anchor message.
Encore massage.
If you want to,
Please.
because we do a lot. We talk about a lot of things, and
We
we don't
do.
have we don't have enough time to put it all in there. So if you have anything that you want us to talk about, Put in the comments, and we'll talk about it. We'll go into more depth.
It'll definitely help focus us because we do a lot of tangents.
Yeah.
A lot of tangents.
So just like give us something. I mean, we're always going to go into tangents, but like.
It might help direct the main focus of the conversation, though.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching or listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Peace.